What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Educated Barfly. Today we are doing a rather obscure cocktail from the Stork Club in New York called the Commando. I was drawn to this cocktail because of its name and because it was a legendary Stork Club cocktail and it's from that legendary bar. So if you guys don't know what the Stork Club is, the Stork Club ran from 1929 to 1965 in New York City. It was established on West 58th Street, I believe, in New York, and was run by a guy named Sherman Billingsley, who was a former bootlegger from Enid, Oklahoma, who got the club. He got sole ownership of the club after an incident where he was kidnapped by another mobster named Mad Dog Coll, and for some reason, he got ownership of the club. This club was the most famous club in the world, or one of the most famous clubs in the world in its heyday. It was basically a place where the Café Society sort of elite movie stars, mobsters, showgirls, politicians all melded. And it is got a lot of interesting history. So some of that history is that when the news broke that Grace Kelly was going to get married to Prince Rainier of Monaco, it broke while they were visiting the Stork Club. Ernest Hemmingway was able to cash $100,000 check that he got for the rights to his book, Whom the Bell Tolls, at the Stork Club to settle his bill. The Kennedys visited. Who else visited? Did Roosevelt visited the Stork Club? It was during Prohibition. They had a bunch of politicians visiting the Stork Club at the time, and I'm assuming that they were just allowed to continue doing their thing during Prohibition. That's how much it was. And then I was looking into the history a little bit and found out that it closed in 1965, but it was due to a labor dispute that happened in 1957. So in 1957, a bunch of the club's employees, they wanted to unionize because a lot of the other employees of clubs were unionizing at that time, and Billingsley refused to allow them to unionize. And because of that, they picketed outside. It dried up a lot of the celebrity clientele. Politicians weren't involved anymore. Everybody was picketing for the next few years, and then the club closed and it was lost to obscurity. It's very sad for them. All right, let's get into making the cocktail. First, I was looking around to make sure I didn't forget anything, and I did not forget anything this time. Cool. All right. First thing we're going to do is 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice, and then we're going to do 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of Cointreau. This is a lot like a daisy. Just like a little Scotia simple. So we'll do 3/4 of an ounce of Cointreau. And then, last but not least, maybe most importantly, 1.5 ounces of bourbon. We are using 100 proof bonded bourbon from Evan Williams. Because me likey. And because you should likey too. All right. And we're going to add our ice to our tin. Pour our cocktail and shake. All right. Nice. This calls for this cocktail calls for a dash of absinthe, but I like to do just like a little absinthe rinse for our dash of absinthe. Maybe a little bit more absinthe than a dash, or maybe just the amount, but I like it coating the inside of the glass. And then we're going to strain. Well, double strain, really. Messily, and spill everywhere. But you guys don't mind. You guys don't mind at all. No garnish for this one. My. Now, here's the thing. On this channel, I feel really pressured to just go through every classic that I can possibly think of that is any good. All right? Even kind of obscure classics like this. When you see this in the thumbnail, you're just going to say, oh, it's another yellow drink. It's a gold drink or a brown drink. Classic cocktail, you know? But I got to tell you that when you taste this cocktail, it is an explosion of flavor. The bourbon plays so well with that Cointreau. You get a little bit of that anise finish on the back end from the from the absinthe, and then what you got is you got tartness from the lime, but then there's a richness from that little bit of simple syrup that just balances it so well. So masterfully done. I wish I had a bartender to attach to this, but evidently this was just, all we know about this cocktail is that it was just served at the Stork Club. So good. There you have it, my friends. The Stork Club cocktail, the Stork Club cocktail, the Commando. You guys should definitely do yourself a favor and drink this drink. Marius just went like this off camera and it totally threw me off. I think he was telling me, you got 5 minutes. I'm trying to make the cocktail tutorials a little longer right now. But you know what? This one's not working. I don't have that much to say about it. I said all the history. What more do you want from me? All right, guys, if you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe and check out our Patreon for exclusive content, patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. I will see you guys on the next tutorial.